I'm currently backpacking Iberia. In this series, I'm going to show you all the highs
It's like a fairy tale on steroids now.
and lows of an incredible action-packed 3 weeks, starting in my then 39th European country, Andorra, where we take in all of this mountainous country has to offer.
What a view.
So as part of my journey to every country in Europe, I'm going to have to go to countries that I know a lot less about, and Andorra is a perfect example of this. It's a tiny micronation in the mountains and really only popular during winter time for skiing, whereas we were there in summer as part of our 3-week trip around Iberia. Now before I went, I did look online, and the government are really trying to diversify the tourism streams away from winter skiing and towards summer hiking. So we thought we'd give it a chance. We jumped on a 3-hour bus from Barcelona and we had about 6 hours to explore. We were really surprised about our time there, so I hope you enjoy the video.
So it's insane how this country is just nestled in the valley. These massive steep-sided mountains. Obviously it's a skiing place, so it's not really a summer tourist destination. But there's still a bit of charm in coming here when it's warm. And today is actually pretty hot. It's probably going to reach about 25-30 degrees. There is a lot of traffic. I wasn't expecting it to be quite this busy. There's a lot of cars here. So unsurprisingly, the Parliament building just looks like an ordinary block of offices, to be honest. This is the oldest building in the country, an old church. So we've entered the historic area now, which is just so clean and quiet, in contrast to where we got off the bus, which is the more industrial part of the city, I think. But walking around here, it's just really quiet, and obviously it doesn't get many tourists at this time of year, so you feel like you're really on your own. So there are two main things to do during summer in Andorra. One is go to the spa, which is the biggest spa in Europe, while the second is to go and find a viewpoint and go on a big hike, and have a wild guess which one we've done. So we've reached our first viewpoint. The t-shirts have already come off because it is absolutely boiling today, but from this angle you can really just see how nestled in a valley it is, and you can see how it's kind of held its own sovereign status, but just because how hard it must be to attack, there's only really one entrance and exit from the valley, so it must be pretty easy to defend. But yeah, we're going to carry on hiking upwards. So this is a 7.8% incline for 1.3 kilometers. This was part of the Tour de France route of 2016 and the Vuelta route of those dates as well. Ah, now I understand. That's Andorra's football stadium, where they played England a few years ago, I think. There. Mean. Please, could we have a nice viewpoint? No. A couple of houses in the way here. Oh, it's going to be such a good view when we actually find one though. So we started about here, I reckon, and then followed it up the red trail. We're now at the red point. So we're not even, what, a quarter of the way up the proper mountain, and this whole mountain is called Prat. Look at that, we're so high up. Wow. So there's 6 of these cuddly bear things all over the country of Andorra, and this is the Andorran capital one, called, guess, Andy. And they're meant to be mythical creatures that protect Andorra. It's obviously some kind of fairy tale to attract families, but we're now 4 minutes away from the top of this little mountain, so hopefully we'll get a great view over the capital. Here we are, 2 hours of walking uphill later. What a view.
Many agree Andorra has kept its independence due to the co-sovereignty agreement, meaning its head of state actually alternates between Spain and France every year. Despite an absolutely massive 80% of the country's GDP coming from tourism alone, it is also developed as a tax haven, resulting in the construction of modern banking offices which can be seen everywhere.
So it actually tells you which mountain's which. So the Le Font mountain is the tallest one in Andorra at 2,749 metres, and it's that one directly over there. So the National Stadium, it currently doesn't have a pitch, but it's that one down there with the 4 floodlights.
Oh, I thought you were meant to ask me something. Really hesitant to come here. However, no.
Haven't even asked him a question, he's grumbling.
Really hesitant to come here because I thought we'd end up just seeing the old town and then have nothing to do. However, it's actually been a really, really nice hike. It's great views, great scenery. Definitely recommend coming here.
So that's our time up on our day trip to Andorra. Overall, I'd honestly recommend coming up from Barcelona. If you get up early, get the early bus, you get here in plenty of time to do a load of hikes. And yeah, there's loads of great views and it makes it even better how it's its own country. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Out of 10?
10 out of 10. Amazing place.
Yeah, recommend.